Last year, Myanmar's military raided Rohingya villages in the western Rakhine state in retaliation for a rebel attack on local authorities. The violence against civilians has forced more than 500,000 people to flee for their lives. Most of them live in various camps across the border in Bangladesh and are not sure if a return to Myanmar would be safe.
Myanmar must give us compensation for the Muslims they killed, for the looted property and the destroyed fields and cattle. They must return our houses. If they show justice to us, then we can go back. We Muslims are all ready to go back, but they must grant us our Rohingya rights.
Myanmar does not recognize its Rohingya minority as citizens, making them effectively stateless. The international community has condemned the government for the violence against Rohingya civilians that amounted to what the United Nations termed as ethnic cleansing.
That's why it is very difficult to stay in Myanmar this time. I'm requesting to the Bangladesh governments, to the UN, to the human rights organization, please draw your attention for the people as a human being in the world, because Myanmar is not happy country for us.
The United Nations Refugee Agency has said Rohingyas should not be forced to return to Myanmar, but it has offered to facilitate the return.
We are quite keen to offer our technical support, our good offices, to the two governments to ensure that a framework is established whereby the refugees' voice is heard, their concerns are heard, and they are able to return only in conditions that are voluntary, that are safe, and in which they have dignity.
A UN spokesman said the refugees emphasized 3 conditions for their return.
The first thing is they need to see a resolution to their legal status, the issue of citizenship. The second thing is there needs to be an environment that is safe and secure for them to return to. And the third thing is there needs to be reconstruction and development efforts so they have an environment to return back to in which they can enjoy their full rights.
A spokesman for the government of Myanmar told reporters that Rohingyas will be able to apply for citizenship after they pass the verification process. Myanmar officials have said the Rohingya villages were raided in pursuit of armed rebels and acknowledged that soldiers have killed some civilians, but they have never allowed an independent investigation on the ground. Zlatica Hoke, VOA News, Washington.